that. All right, last week or a week before last, we had Sam from Sonoma Publishing, and one of the books that he sent me, and I've totally misplaced it because I remember him mentioning it, was 47 Furious Tales. This is a great looking book. It's a little bit smaller than your average comic. It's almost ash can size, and this is takes place in I think feudal Japan, and it deals with samurai and stuff like that. I'm so sorry I missed it because this is a really good looking book. Of all the good looking books he brought, including Tibby and her time traveling mushrooms was among them.
Tibby.
Tibby, yeah.
I'll go ahead and share it in chat. He's got his pre-launch page up for the second issue of Tibby. Yes. And he actually shared a panel with me on Instagram, and oh my God,
I think I saw that. Yeah,
I'm straight up in love with Tibby, y'all.
Oh, not safe for work page he shared, or it's a different one?
She is a hottie patati, yo.
Yes, sir, Bob. And a completely different change of pace is this one, which deals with the samurai and their honor and all that. I mean, this is a very cool book. I think he may have said it was one of his best sellers, if you can believe that. He's outselling Tibby. But this is a good looking book, and it has anamorphic animals, a la the TMNT gang kind of a feel, except more a little bit less whimsical and more true to the samurai code and such. So, man, Sam, I'm sorry I didn't find this. I got so many books laying around, I just thought, oh God, isn't this one of Sam's books? Shit, I forgot to talk about it, during the time he was on. But I'd like to give it his props. 47 Furious Tales. You can check out our interview with Sonoma Publishing. Sam from Sonoma Publishing. I just dropped that a few days ago, so be sure to take a look at that, and you can see all the rest of the books that he's got also coming from that beautiful publishing house that he does there, Sonoma Publishing. Now, on Tom's list this week was a book that another Scott Snyder joint. Scott Schneider. This one people may have remembered from a few years ago, called Dark Spaces Dungeon. This has apparently been optioned, I think, as a movie. And I had the chance to reread this. I read it when it first came out. I may have left off at maybe issue number 3, as I often do. But I have all 5 issues now, and this weekend I read all 5 of them again. Man, this is some good shit. This has like a story. This is, I should say, a story of there's this horrible individual who keeps dungeons, and he abducts people, sometimes the young people or sometimes older people, and he'll put them away in these hidden dungeons and just torture them, endlessly. And one of the only person to ever escape from one of these dungeons became a federal agent. And he's, of course, as you can imagine, scarred for life by this shit, but he's also driven to find this individual. And this is a story of him on the case of the kidnapper and the dungeon keeper. And the dungeon keeper kidnaps the child of a very rich man. Unfortunately, the rich guy, he can jet around, and him and the agent go from place to place when they get a lead and stuff like that. And this is one of Scott's. This may be. I think the Dark Spaces Wildfire was very good too, but this is a dead on. This make a really good movie if they stick to the script, and I think that they're daring enough to do the ending the way it's supposed to be. Sometimes get all Hollywooded up and all that stuff, but Dark Spaces Dungeon, you probably still find this in lots of LCSs just laying around. Because it's still cover price. It's not like it blew up or anything. But I think it's trending at like $5 or whatever. I still got this the series at hand. So I was able to look back on it. So I love when something is trending. I already have it, and it actually is pretty good. So check that out if you have not.
Scott Snyder's the writer on that one, and then Hayden Sherman is the artist. He's the artist on Absolute Wonder Woman right now, I believe.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is Hayden Sherman's art here, and he did a great job on this, and he's doing a great job on the Absolute Wonder Woman too. I think. I mean, some people might not think it's I guess superhero, I guess kind of art,
You
but
know,
I think it
I
works.
was taken aback at first, but then there's been multiple panels where it really worked. So
Mhm.
yeah, I've seen some people complain about it, but like I think that it's grown on me. I'm
Yes,
feeling it.
yes, 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 and man, this is such a really good. It does a couple of twists at the end. There's a twist upon a twist. Good stuff. Get the whole series if you can, and you probably can for cover price and maybe less, depending on what kind of LCSs you have in your area. If not, you can use places like My Comic Shop, and maybe even TFA or something like that. You might have them too. So Dark Spaces Dungeon is definitely worth a look if you can deal with it. It might be triggering for some people, but I think overall it's a great book. It would make a really good movie because it's 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 creepy. Creepy. Next book is from last week. I want to say, I think it was last week. Ice Cream Man number 43. I got the B cover here, the Maria Lovett cover. This is a compilation. One thing about Ice Cream Man, you don't have to read it sequentially. There are recurring characters like the Ice Cream Man, who is sometimes a Rod, not Rod Sterling like, but definitely a type of narrator. I forgot what's so Dixie. Oh, Dixie doesn't mind. But so yeah. So but you can jump in at any time. And the thing about this is all one page stories, all written by Maxwell Prince and illustrated. I think all written by him. Oh no, there's a couple. There's a couple of different authors, but mostly Maxwell Prince. Patton Oswalt writes one. Who else? Jeff Lemire writes one. Uh,
Ooh.
yeah, so there's a few good guest artists, and what is it? Grant Morrison writes one also. All one page stories. I mean, so you gotta get that.
How do
That's
you
not
tell
easy.
a story in one page? That seems
Ah,
really hard.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Yes, that's what I would consider it too, Mojo. Yes, that's a good comparison. You got to really get it across. Some of them, are really complex. They have many panels. Some of them are just one big splash panel. I don't want to, spoil it because there's only one page. You don't want to do, but you can jump right into Ice Cream Man and see if you like it just by picking this book up. This is the B cover here, so you can get this cover or that cover. Either one has got all of them in there, and I like it. Yeah, but Grant Morrison, Patton Oswalt, Zoe Thorogood, Jeff Johns, Jeff Lemire, Kelly Sue DeConnick, Matt Fraction even, I left them out. Good old Neon, Dennis Camp, and Frank Barbary. So those are everybody chipped in to make this awesome book, man. Ice Cream Man does it again. Low print run book, man. If this isn't a series, I don't see how it's not going to be some sort of a like cable series at one point. I'd be surprised.
Yeah, it seems like it could work as like kind of a Tales from the Crypt kind of anthology type thing. Yeah.
Yep, 100%. Creepy Ice Cream Man too. And the last thing is actually Swords Forge was recommending this, even though I am subscribed to it right now. Is Dust to Dust number 2 with the
What a
ominous,
terrible, like, not a terrible cover in terms of the art, but it's like, oh, come on,
disturbing.
man.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
disturbing is a better word. Yeah.
with the little kid and the hanging person there and all that jazz. Yeah. This takes place, as we mentioned before, in the 1940s during the Dust Bowl. And at the end of the last issue, they used to have these I mean, like it was like literally being in the desert. They had these dust storms that would just kick up and everybody just like head for shelter. And the people that were heading to California got caught in the dust storm, and the people and that mother and father are just like such awful people. He's praying for the little boy and his dog. They got a baby and stuff. Like, man,
No, no,
it's
not
just
a
awful.
baby.
They got a baby, and they're just awful people. And they're heading to California. There's a sheriff that's investigating this bones that he found around the property, that the people were leaving from heading to California. And the sheriff was a really good guy too, and he has a little bit of a drinking problem, but he's at the heart of it a really good guy who wants to get stuff done in the right way, I should say. And the dust storm that kicks up is just horrific. And it's just like stuff of nightmares. If you ever saw something like that coming on the horizon, it'd be hard not to just crap your pants. It's just and this was like their thing, and the people end up hiding in their homes, and this the sheriff and the photographer lady from Chicago, they hung out, they hunkered down in the hotel overnight, not together, but they hunkered down there until it blew over, and at the end there's like some revelations about things, and this is just a really good series. I mean, it's done with this sepia tone artwork by Phil Bram. Oh no, I'm sorry, by J.G. Jones. J.G. Jones is the other artist on this. I'm sorry.
That looks great.
Yeah, man. I mean, the first page is almost photorealistic, but it's in that brownish sepia tone kind of a style, almost water.
Which is hard to do with no colors, right? That's really good, man.
Yeah. You're using that one color and different degrees of it, so it looks almost watercolored. Another thing is the impending dust storm. Like, can you imagine? This is what happened. All the crops and shit goes away. There's nothing left but dust. So
you're making me want. I think I could probably still get the first 2 issues for this one. I might pick this one up.
Now this is worth it. This is also on Remender's Giant Generator. The Giant Generator label.
Say less. I love me some Giant Generator.
It's a thing, man. They gave us grommets and so many others.
I love grommets.
I do indeed, man. It's my favorite book of the year last year. So the last one hasn't even come out yet, right? It's still
we're still waiting on that one.
Waiting for it. I didn't think I read it. I'm just anticipating, like, not too many books I anticipate, but that's what I'm definitely looking for.
I want more after this. More. Yeah, more grommets.
I bet there'll be another grommet series because whatever happens, the kids still got to grow up and move on.
And I was thinking about this and I don't feel like we get them anymore, but I love coming of age stories. Like Fast Times at Ridgemont High is such a great movie. Dazed and Confused. I love those coming of age movies, and I don't feel like we get them anymore. And I want more.
Kind of sad, huh? I mean, no more coming of age. Nobody's coming of age anymore. Very sad. We're all old already. Yeah. So that's what's good, folks. Dust to Dust, pick it up. It's still available at your local comic shop or online.
I think you stuck me in on that one. I love that art. That art looks really good.
And my job is done. I can action is my reward. I can swing off into the sunset now. All right. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.